Alrighty, folks, you found your way to the Living in Reno, Nevada channel, and today we are talking all things Spanish Springs.
It's going to be fantastic.
Stay tuned.
Here we go. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Joe Hanich.
Ryan Chikvara.
Ryan Chikvara. Or welcome to the channel.
Yeah,
this is
your first
the
time.
Living in Reno. We're doing all things Northern Nevada.
Yep, Carson City, Spanish Springs, Sparks,
Tahoe,
whatever you can imagine.
Minden, Gardnerville, yeah, all of it.
Dayton.
All
whatever.
of it. So if this is your first time, you gotta tap that little bell.
Ding it.
You gotta hit that subscription little button. We're trying to put out videos every single week. Love putting out the content, but Ryan and I are licensed real estate agents.
We are.
I know it blows some of your minds. Some people
Imagine.
hate it. But as much as we love putting this content out, we love helping you guys more with your real estate needs. So make sure you're reaching out, right? Call us, text us, email us. We're literally the guys who are answering every text, email, phone
as
call.
fast as we can.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but you get us.
Yeah, that's true.
So in this video, again, we're doing all things Spanish Springs, and we're gonna get into it
right now.
All right, guys, here we go. All things Spanish Springs.
Yep.
We've got a beautiful day.
Yeah, nice little crisp fall day. Joe's
Feels fantastic. Just got a freaking new haircut today.
looking good.
Head's a little cold, but jumping right into it. Wanted to talk right about real estate. What's kind of going on in the Spanish Springs area?
Well, so Spanish Springs is just a little suburb, basically north of Sparks. So the population right now is about 17,000 people, right? So
tiny.
yeah, 52 homes on market right now with an average days on market of 35 days. So things still moving pretty quick up here. The low price right now on those 52 listings is $445,000. A high of almost 1.9 million.
Yeah.
And then your average right now is about $735,000 on those listings.
Definitely.
So,
In Spanish Springs, Ryan and I have kind of talked about this a little bit before. We really think it's kind of the next and upcoming South Reno.
yeah, it's
to an
very
extent.
similar to how Damani exploded. There's just not much place to build, right? So as you get further north, we're just starting to see this area kind of blow up.
Definitely. And a lot of the homes that are for sale were either new construction before, right? The last 5, maybe 10 years.
Yeah.
So newer homes to complete custom homes that are 5,000 plus on acreage, potentially horse property.
Exactly.
And that's when you're going to see that close to $2 million price.
Yeah, so we're at Golden Eagle right now, and this area is relatively new, right? So my wife had a friend growing up who back in the day has a giant house that they built. They bought a big piece of land, built their dream house out here, and it was a dirt road all the way out, right? So
And which is awesome. That's right. When you were kind of wanting more land just to get away, to be close enough to the city, this is where you would go.
yeah.
Right.
But just with the growth that Reno Sparks has seen, now we're starting to see everybody start to build out more this way. So
Definitely. Quite a few builders are in Spanish Springs right now. Toll Brothers, I mean, they're building everywhere,
Yeah.
right? They're biggest national build. They're huge. Anyways, Toll Brothers, there's Ryder Homes also building out here. I believe Lennar might also be out here as well. So new construction route, something you're looking for, definitely reach out to us. We can help there. As you can probably hear, one of the things people love about the area is the BLM land.
yeah,
right?
the outdoors.
Yeah. So the possibility to take your side by side, your 4x4, whatever it may
Dirt
be,
bikes, whatever you may be doing out there.
and just rip. Like we've got mountain ranges to where you can get lost for miles and not see anybody. But you might hear that in the background. Some people do have probably some targets set up on a different valley that
Yep.
you can hear kind of
Just doing some shooting out there.
some shooting.
Joe does some archery. So other stuff to do around here. Obviously, we're at Golden Eagle. This is one of our favorite spots. We've done adult kickball leagues. We got a bunch of friends who play softball out here and whatnot. So great area for the family. They do, children's softball and all that stuff out here as well.
It's huge.
Soccer fields, football fields. It's
Yeah,
massive.
we'll have some B-roll and kind of show you how big this place actually is. I think we have talked about it on a previous video
have,
as well. but it's serious. The right, the adult leagues out here, whether it's softball, whether it's kickball,
Yep. Just
whatever
got off
it may
the phone
be.
with a buddy. Championship game tonight.
Yeah,
so.
and it's awesome. It's a great revenue builder for the city, which is funny. We consider it Spanish Springs because of how far out we are.
Yeah.
We'll show you on the map right here that they literally carved out Golden Eagle to place it into Sparks. I'm thinking just for revenue.
Yeah.
Make it go
Yeah.
towards
Yeah.
Sparks.
The park itself, and like Joe said, you'll see it's like literally on the border there.
Yeah.
So, being from Reno, Sparks, or this area, most people consider Spanish Springs the encompassing area almost up Pyramid Highway, above Sparks, right? So as soon as you take that turn, you come over the hill, most people think you're in Spanish Springs. You're technically still in Sparks.
It's all connected.
Exactly. That being said, if you live in Sparks, or excuse me, Spanish Springs, for the most part, we've got one elementary school, one middle school, one high school.
Definitely
right?
one high school. Yeah, and a lot of people, again, in Northern Sparks are going to be zoned for some of these schools in Spanish Springs.
Exactly.
Greatschools.org, as far as ranking these schools, Spanish Springs Elementary ranked the highest at a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. So 7 out of 10 there. The middle school, Yvonne Shaw, was a 6 out of 10. And the high school, which seems to just kind of be a trend amongst, Nevada being a little bit lower on the scale of education, is a 4 out of 10. So not the greatest, but it's really not much different than a lot of the high schools in Nevada in general, right? So
Definitely.
you're not like a huge drop off where everywhere else around here is a 9, and then all of a sudden Spanish
A
Springs
4
is the
comes out of
outlier,
nowhere.
and you're like, oh, no way.
No, and what the high school has going for it, obviously it's new, right?
Yep.
Within the past 10 years. And then all the new construction being built around it.
I think it's closer to 15 now, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It was around when I went to.
I'm not from here.
Yeah.
I'm not from
It's
here.
like 15, I think. But that being said, 15 years for a high school. Reno has been around for 70 years or something like that.
150,
So
yeah.
the building, you can see it's been around 70 years, whereas 15 years for Spanish Springs, that looks pretty good still. So
Touche. And now they're just starting to develop more and more out here. So
Exactly.
it might have taken a little bit longer for Spanish Springs to get its recognition. I think it's definitely on its way.
yeah.
Another thing to talk about, things to do, because we love talking about golf so much, and the viewers, we love you.
Hey, what did we kind of say earlier, right? Or, well, we haven't said it yet, but it's kind of a lifestyle channel, This
Definitely.
as much as we're trying to get you hooked up with real estate, we're just kind of trying to tell you the things that we love to do around here. And so, I'm not gonna lie, we love to golf, right?
Yeah.
So
So Red Hot Golf Course is literally just
south,
Yeah.
about 5 minutes from here.
And they've got 2 golf courses there. They've got a hills course. They have a lakes course. Love them both.
Both awesome.
Yeah. We just played actually in a tournament for the Reno Police Foundation.
Yep.
Right,
Yeah,
out there.
the Blue Line tournament.
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. Had a great time out there. Course was immaculate. Anyways, real estate and the homes out there definitely kind of drive the price up a tad.
Exactly. I mean, we've looked at and we've shown some houses out there for clients, and you always get the question, is my house going to get hit with a slice? And if you're playing with Joe,
Yes, the answer
there's a chance that you might have your house hit with a slice. But that being said, there's just so many beautiful houses, like we said, a lakes course too. You've got a house out on some water out there, and it's just absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
So.
Great bar and grill out there. So it's kind
David's,
of like kind of like an all-inclusive spot. You are a little ways out of town.
Yep.
25, 20 minutes maybe, depending on traffic. We talked about that in previous videos as well. But just a great spot to be in.
Proximity to some other stuff. Wild Island's going to be right down the road there.
Yeah.
It's about 15 minutes from where we're currently situated. Like we said, we're not technically in Spanish Springs. We're right on the border there, but about 15 minutes to Wild Island. And we've touched on that in a couple of other videos as well, with just water park is where it started, and now it's
Huge.
got
Go-kart.
bowling, 20 bowling lanes, indoor go-karts, blacklight, everything you could think of. Yeah.
Yeah. So for the kids, I mean, it's a little paradise and a good time for the adults.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's an Outback Steakhouse right there that me and my buddies would, try and get away every now and again, go to the Outback, and then afterwards just go have some fun at the old Wild Island Coconut Bowl.
Yeah, I like the BJ's, right? There's that BJ's
That's
brew
true.
house right there.
Yep.
Good beers.
That's a
fantastic
throwback
pizzas.
for everybody who likes and subscribes. Last time Joe and I were here, we had filled up a little too much.
Ate too much food.
at
Way
BJ's
too
right
much.
before we were here last
Jeez,
time.
yeah, that is That did happen.
Yeah,
That
absolutely.
Did happen. We're going there after this video this time.
Just maybe.
Yeah, with age, we're getting wiser. So different amenities as well. You're right. You're a little bit farther north, a little outside of town. What grocery stores? Where do we?
So there's, I believe there's a Rayleigh's out here, or Scolari's right down the road when you're actually on the brink, when you're actually in Spanish Springs, right?
Yeah.
That being said, we talked on how Pyramid Lane, if you follow that all the way up, is how you hit what is Spanish Springs, central Spanish Springs in a sense, right?
Yeah.
So 10 minutes down the road, you're gonna run into that Costco. You've got your Home Depot over there. You've got some local restaurants
Walmart's
that we
right
like.
there.
Walmart, yeah.
So really anything you think of is all right in there.
Mm-hmm.
Restaurant-wise, the Joint Sushi,
Joe loves that spot.
one of my favorite spots. There was a Greek spot you were talking
Yeah,
about.
I think it's called Nick's Greek Deli. Great spot to get some gyros, some spanakopita, all that good stuff out there. Mama Celeste is a spot that moved in from California after the fires kind of wiped them out, and they do calzones and all sorts of stuff like that. Gore Melt's an amazing. I mean, it's few and far between that I get through there because I can't justify eating a pound of cheese anymore. But if you're looking for a good grilled cheese, oh my gosh, Gore Melt is the spot to go. So
That sounds great. I'm hungry again,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Every time we do a video, I'm hungry.
well, it's better than being comatose.
Yes.
During the video.
Very, very true.
So yeah, those are just some options. Like we said, as Spanish Springs kind of continues to grow, and that's kind of what we've seen forecasted, not just our own opinion, but people in the area anticipating it kind of becoming the next iteration of what Damani Ranch was for South Reno.
Definitely. And there's just more room to grow out here. But continuing north, if they were still going to go that way, Pyramid Lake is something we did want to touch on.
Yeah, exactly. We've, everybody's Tahoe's our spot that we love personally. Pyramid Lake's 30 minutes away up north.
A good recreation lake, right?
Exactly.
Weather-wise, you're fishing, you're camping. Again, we kind of talked. Some people have 4x in the lake.
Yeah, 4x4 right through the. Yeah, it's real shallow in different areas there, so you can walk out and 20 yards and still start fishing and stuff like that.
Definitely.
So,
And sometimes it gets some pretty gnarly wind that comes ripping through there. That's
Yeah.
kind of like a sandstorm a little bit
Mhm.
because you're just not protected. There's not. You're gonna have to bring your own shade out there.
Yep.
Right. Not a whole lot of trees, but still a great lake to get to. Only 30 minutes away from Spanish Springs. So, I mean, there we have it.
yeah, that's just some information on Spanish Springs for you. Like we said, we see it continuing to grow. It's a great spot to live out here. We've got a couple of buddies who, some people when you're in your younger age, you're like, do I want to be that far away from the action? And then by the time you hit 30, you're like,
Sounds great.
yeah.
Let's go even
I don't,
farther.
Yeah, I don't need to be near downtown Reno or whatever it may be, and just absolutely love it out here. So
Yeah, so in the comments at all, if you have any questions about the area or anything that we didn't cover, please feel free, drop that below. We don't just like hearing from the trolls talking crap all the time.
well, that's what happens when you eat a full deep dish before, Joe. Yeah, you can call.
But there it
you can
is.
Call the fatty every once in a while.
Spanish Springs, everybody. Let us know you have any questions. Until the next video, thank you.
Thanks.